Hello, welcome from this sunny Holland. I'm Saskia Bildman. Every week I make an Illustrator snippet to help you get really good in Illustrator really fast. This week, episode 15. I will talk to you about aligning. It can help you to make your art more beautiful, but also make your work much easier. So, if you have any questions or suggestions for the episodes, or you want to learn something more in depth, let me know in the comments and I will get back to you. Let's get started. Welcome to this episode. Aligning. In this episode, I will show you how you can work with aligning and how it can help you to line out your work. I will start to make some shapes. I press the M on my keyboard and just draw some rectangles, squares. As you can see, because I have smart guides on, these are already lined out nicely. So I will make them random for this lesson. So, if I want to line out all these objects on the left side of my artboard, then I can select them all. You go to Window and you select Align and you get this window, this panel. You have a few options. To align left, you press this one. I will show you. Left. As you can see, it's now completely to the edge of the artboard. Probably a good idea to tell you now that you have options. And you can see that over here, align to, and then align to artboard. Now, if I tell it to align up, it will align to the upper border of my artboard. But you have another option. If I select them all again, and I say align to selection, now it will have this box, the selection box, as area to work with. So if I tell it to go up, it will go to the top line of the selection box and it will align all the objects to that line. So Command C to undo. Bottom, the same. Command C to undo. If I shift it to align to artboard and I will go bottom, it will go to the bottom of my artboard again. Command C to undo. So I think you get the point that you have left, right, top, bottom. There are two others. That's the vertical center and the horizontal center align. I selected them all. I have select to artboard. So it means it will align it to the middle of the artboard. You can see they are all on the middle line of the artboard now, exactly in the middle. Command C to undo. If I do vertical align center, it will also do the middle of the artboard, but then in that way, like this. So this line is now in the middle of all the objects, including the artboard. Command C to undo. But if I shift it again to align to selection, it will again take the selection box as your reference. So align center, it will take the center of that box. Command C to undo. So that's an important difference where to align to. So if you align to artboard, it will always take the artboard as your key object. And if you use your selection, it will take your selection box as your key object. Talking about key objects, there is another function and that's called align to key object. But how you tell it what the key object is. For instance, I leave it on align to selection for now. And if I align top, you know it will go here. align top will go to the bottom of the selection box. Command Z. Now I have already my objects selected, and then I click one of the objects in the selection. You see there will be a light blue border that's very thick around the key object. And as you can see, it changed automatically to align to key object. Because I'm telling it, you can undo it by click it again. I'm telling it, all right, this is my selection box, but I want you to use this as your reference. So if I want to align top now, you see what it will do. It won't align up here, but it will align directly to the key object. Command Z. If I take this one as my key object and align up, it will use this one. So this is very useful if you aligned one object perfectly and you want two other objects aligned with this one. But as you can see, it's neither in the middle, neither on top, neither on the bottom. So how can I make them all at the same level without moving this one? So if I select them all and I say this one I want to leave, this is my key object, you have to this is my reference, and I say top, it didn't move this object, but it put the other two objects exactly at the same level. This is why this is really useful, because in the past I had some trouble with this, like this. I selected all and then I did in the middle, but you see this one shifted just a little, but now if this one was in the correct place, it's not correct anymore, and now I have to shift all of them again to get them aligned exactly where I want them. So this was really hard, and with this function it's pretty easy to align one object in the right place and then align the other objects to the object you want to have as a key object. So you can select it here, but if you click it in the selection, it will do it automatically. So if I click this, it will undo the key object. If I click one again, it will shift to key object. Okay, one more thing I want to show you that's really neat. I will just put them somewhere random again. Let's put this one in the middle. All right, first I want to align them in the middle of my artboard. So I say artboard in the middle. I want them exactly on the same line here. Okay, another thing. I want the space between those two exactly the same as the space between these two. And now you have distribute objects. I can tell it to vertically distribute. So it will take my bottom one and my top one, and the middle one, it will middle exactly. Now you can see what it's doing. I told it to align to the artboard. So now it's aligning to the artboard because that is my key object. If I don't want to, I want to do this for my selection, I go to align to selection, distribute, and now you saw that only this one shifted a little down. So the space between those and the space between those is the same now. I can go into depth about this subject much more. You see there are a lot more options, a lot more things to do, and I have some other tricks to help you with aligning. But for the first lesson, I think you can play around with these options. And if you're ready for more, let me know in the comments and I will make an episode about some more in-depth info about aligning. Thank you for watching again and see you in the next episode.